I'm not sure who all is on like marketing YouTube or marketing. Let's see who follows Alex Ramosi. Let me get like a good picture of it. Okay, here. So this is kind of like what he calls the value equation. So this is what people are willing to are not what they pay, but what they value something at, right? They get a sense of what they're willing to pay to get something. Dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement divided by time delay and effort times effort and sacrifice. So if you can make that time delay go to zero, like CZEX is saying, like with this future race for worker nodes to in delivery speed, if you can make the denominator go to zero and you give the client exactly what they want in 2 hours, that's super valuable. Like that's going to pump the value way up, and you lock in a contract, and there's no effort and sacrifice for them. It works perfectly. I can see the denominator like going to zero, and that's going to increase like the value like a ton. If it's exactly their dream outcome and they have high confidence in your achieving this dream outcome, because you can say, oh, I did it for hundreds of other people, and this whatever time delay, effort, and sacrifice are like go to zero essentially, and like you said, like it makes the perfect product in 2 hours. That's gonna be insanely valuable, right? So I think you're right. Nailed it, CZEX, in terms of this like value equation. Yeah, Alex has got Alex Ramosi. He is the Jordan of marketing, at least online marketing, and like he knows. Yeah, he is the GOAT for doing this stuff. Like he clearly like we just walked through a random completely new idea in the AI space of just like, oh yeah, let's just spin up agents and do it really quick, and like we walked through the value equation, his framework, and it showed that it's going to be super valuable. Even if the app is not perfect, time is for speed. Look at Cars Market. Today's cars is not tested like in the 80. Deliver fast, adjust next. Yeah. The iteration cycles, like the time to next iteration, they give their feedback. You give the client MVP link within 2 hours. They respond right back with like, oh, hey, it doesn't do X, Y, and Z. And it's like you turn those around into tickets, and like it's at some point we become the interface of like the client is vibe coding through us. And at some point, like whoever can build the platform that the client can just directly vibe code, right? Like that's kind of like the idea of like Lovable, and like why Lovable is like so valuable and Replit is so valuable. Is like the client can just define exactly what they want, right? That like they cut out the middleman. But you know, at some point, like these things require knowledgeable software operators, orchestrators, people who understand how software is written to create these things. At least today. At some point, like maybe Lovable gets good enough where average business people can just be like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to do X, Y, and Z. The PMs know exactly, have the taste, the distribution, the requirements, give it to Lovable or Replit or whatever. Outcomes spits out a web app, and you know they take it and run. That's kind of like vibe coders will be wrappers between AI, Viber. Yeah, I mean probably. Until the AI gets so good and like understands, of course that it won't get there, right? Like that's the value equation for Lovable, is what I'm saying, is like to get rid of the Viber, to get rid of the separation between client and vibe code, right? But of course, like there's going to be experts in this thing. There's going to be people who know how to do this really well, and it is our specialty to work on the tools, to orchestrate the tools to make them to make things valuable, right? Or like the orchestrating the tools to create these things. So anyways, you were talking about fast time to market. This is 100% dangerous in large companies. Sure. I mean, that's the innovator's dilemma. I think the TLDR. Successful companies often fail because their good management practices make them blind to disruptive innovations. Start simple, serve overlooked markets, eventually overtake the mainstream. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard like chicken or egg thing, or not chicken or egg thing, but like, do they do this? Like they're gonna get disrupted by these small, nimble companies who can like do this, who can instantly create these products that compete with them. Do they create those products that will kind of eat away at their margin, right? So, yeah, no, it'll be interesting. Like that I guess we're turning this into future speculation stream. Hour and a half in. I haven't really done anything, but I'm involved in AI adoption in large fintech, triangle delivery, fast, cheap, good, secure. Yes. Yep. Yeah. And this is complicated. Yeah. Totally. Like but I think it's solvable though. Like people are approaching this as if it's not solvable, as if we haven't solved hard problems before, right? Like as if I don't know. I hate using Elon Musk as an example because like he's, corporate oligarch overlord, but like reusable rockets. It was like, oh no, we are doomed to always have space trash that we're always gonna it's gonna cost so much money to have to throw away an entire rocket. Of course it's solvable. Yeah, sure. It's just the AI the AI doomers, people who are like negative on vibe coding are always like, oh, this will never work or whatever. It's like, well, when has that ever been proven true, right? Like you're not being honest with like what humans are capable of. So all right, so we IMO, it's do two of the tree, the triangle first, then shift to the least important, the third one. Yeah, fast, cheap, good. Yeah, no, and I think well capitalized companies, I mean, they can afford good, like fast and good, like they can pay for that stuff, right? And that's kind of what what we're talking about is like how, imagine like a gas town, a server farm of gas town workers. I mean, that's like literally like what Anthropic is doing, right? Of like all of these instances working towards your company's goal and building all these, you can just horizontally scale all of these coding agents to work on your company's specific problems. And whoever can figure out how to orchestrate all that, how to wrangle all of these Claude Code agents to head in the right direction and make useful changes in such a way that creates more business value over time, or like whatever, an increasing rate of business value over time. Maybe an accelerating rate of business value over time, because you want even more leverage out of these things. Like you want whatever hockey stick growth, and you want some way to, like we had that example earlier of like, okay, how do you get to 1 billion with 10 people? Well, if each person multiplies the result by 10, if each person multiplies the revenue by 10, that's how you get to 1 billion by 10 people or 9 people even. So yeah, how do we, like Gastown feels like the right kind of, like Kubernetes has scaled whatever, largest Kubernetes cluster, 4,000 nodes, publicly disclosed Kubernetes cluster, there are 100,000, 130,000 nodes. That's, yeah, the nodes are handling AI like models and training. So like this Gastown thing, that's like the upper bounds of what's possible. Anyways, good morning, Jason P. 6810. Purchased Claude last night.